You look like you need a drink. Or maybe just some good company.
You've written him. Every scar, every silence, every calculated move he makes before he finally lets her in. And somewhere, right now, a reader is scrolling BookTok, saving someone else's hero. Not because her story is better than yours, but because she gave him a face. This video is about the gap between a story that exists in text and a world that readers can actually fall into. We're going to cover two things: why visual consistency matters more than most authors realize, and the exact AI workflow we use to generate a hero who looks like the same person across every single scene. And at the end, I'll show you what's possible when you take that hero further, into interactive stories where readers don't just watch him. They respond to him. Let's be honest about something. Dark romance readers are not passive. They are the most parasocial, emotionally invested audience in publishing. They make playlists for fictional men. They write fanfic about characters who already exist in published books. They have Pinterest boards titled him with no other context. These readers are looking for someone to obsess over. But here's the problem. If you don't give them a visual anchor, they'll use someone else's. They'll cast your Nikolai as whatever face they already have saved. And the moment they do that, they're no longer in your world. They're in a story only they can see. That's fine for a book. That's death for a content strategy. The numbers are not subtle. A 3-second clip of a dark hero turning away from a window consistently outperforms a week of quote graphics. Not because the quote is bad. Because the face triggers something a quote never can. Readers don't save the line. They save him. And when they save him, they come back. They follow. They buy. But only if he looks the same every time they see him. If you've ever tried generating a character with AI, you've hit this wall immediately. You write the most detailed prompt of your life. Sharp jaw. Cold eyes. Dark suit. Commanding posture. And the first generation is perfect. He's exactly him. Then you run it again. Different person. Same prompt. Different person again. This is the core technical problem with AI character art, and it's worse with full-body shots. When a model renders an entire body, it dedicates almost no pixels to the face. Features blur. Drift. Disappear. So most authors either give up on consistency and post whatever looks good that day, which means their hero has a different face every week, or they spend hours manually fixing generations one by one. There's a third option. And it's what we're going to walk through. We use a tool called Weavy AI. It's a visual workflow builder where you chain AI models together. Think of it like connecting Lego bricks, except each brick is a different AI model with a specific job. The system we've built has 3 flows, each for a different stage of the process. Flow 1 is for authors who don't yet have a portrait of their hero. You describe him in text, the flow generates his face, locks it into a multi-angle reference sheet, and then places him into a cinematic scene. Flow 2 is for authors who already have a reference image. You upload your portrait, connect it to a prompt system, and the flow produces a complete character turnaround sheet, front, back, side profiles, T-poses, walking poses, and then uses that sheet to generate placed scenes. Flow 3 scales this to 10 scenes at once. 3 reference images lock face, outfit, and background location simultaneously. 10 cinematic frames in a single run. This is what the output looks like. Same face. Same jaw. Same cold expression. Every angle mapped from a single portrait. And then this sheet becomes the reference for every scene after it. The technique that makes this work is what we call the close-up anchor method. The biggest mistake authors make when generating full-body character art is using a full-body image as the face reference. The model sees an entire body and allocates almost no attention to the face. It interprets it, rather than copying it. And interpretation means drift. The fix is to always feed the model a high-resolution close-up portrait as the face reference, nothing below the collar. And to set the image weight at exactly the right value. Too low, the model takes creative liberties. Too high, it overconstrains itself and produces artifacts. The tested sweet spot is 0.85. Combined with a specific negative prompt and the right model choice for multi-panel outputs, you get this. The same man. Across every frame. The full node-by-node setup, the exact prompts, the negative prompt, the model settings, and all 3 flows with copy links are in the guide, link below. But I want to show you something else. Because consistent character art is just the beginning. Imagine your readers don't just see him. They talk to him. Not in the way chatbots work, where the character forgets who you are after 3 messages and starts giving generic responses. In a structured story. With branching choices. Where what the reader decides actually changes what happens next. This is what interactive dark romance looks like. Your hero, the one you've been building visual consistency for, becomes a character readers can respond to. Push. Test. Try to break. And because you've already done the work of locking his visual identity, every scene he appears in looks like the same person. The same cold eyes. The same jaw. Whether he's threatening her across a boardroom table or standing at that window in the rain. The platform tracks everything. Which choices readers make. Where they stop. What scenes they replay. This is data a traditional book never gives you. You find out exactly which moments land, and which ones don't. We're currently in early access. If you're a dark romance author who wants to publish an interactive story, the link is in the description. Your hero deserves more than a Pinterest board that readers forget in a week. He deserves a face that stays consistent. Scenes that feel cinematic. And eventually, a world readers can step into. The AI Workflow Guide covers everything in Part 1, the 3 Weavy AI flows, the exact prompts, the face lock method, the negative prompt, all the model settings. Link below. And if you want to see Part 2, where we give him a voice, subscribe. That one's coming next.